The story doesn't begin in a factory. It begins here, in the silent breath of dawn. A drone's eye reveals a world awakening, a geometric tapestry of green rows stretching to the horizon, stitched together by silver irrigation lines. Morning mist, caught in the first golden spears of sunrise, hugs the earth like a secret. As we descend, skimming just above the leaves, we see the intimate details. Dew trembling on a leaf's edge, the rich, dark soil between the rows. This isn't just a farm. It's the first page of a global story, a landscape dedicated to a single, delicious purpose, waiting patiently for the day's harvest to begin. Now we enter the hidden universe of the plant itself. Through a macro lens, we witness the life force. We see the intricate lattice of veins on a leaf, a tiny highway system for nutrients. Sunlight filters through, turning the leaf into a glowing, translucent jewel. We look upward from the soil, seeing the plant's architecture against the sky, a cathedral of green. A single dewdrop becomes a crystal ball reflecting the entire farm. Every tiny hair on a stem, every particle of soil clinging to a root, speaks of the raw, natural potential contained within, the unrefined promise of what is to come. The theory of the field becomes the practice of the harvest. Here the connection is human, intimate, and ancient. A farmer's gloved hand, wise and weathered, reaches into the loam. There's a gentle pull, and the earth reluctantly gives up its treasure. A cluster of potatoes, their skins still cool and caked with the soil that birthed them. In slow motion, dirt cascades away like a veil dropping. Each potato is turned, examined, and brushed clean with a care that borders on reverence before being laid in a basket. It's a silent dialogue between the keeper of the land and the fruit it provides. As the sun climbs, the harvest scales to meet the skyline's appetite. Mechanical behemoths join the symphony. These harvesters are titans of efficiency, their rotating metal fingers digging deep, lifting entire plants in a single powerful motion. A thick, honest dust cloud billows in their wake, the scent of earth and progress. From above, they crawl in perfect parallel lines, methodical and unstoppable, their trails like brushstrokes on a vast canvas. On their vibrating belts, potatoes bounce and tumble, separated from the soil in a roaring rhythmic dance of industry. The harvest, now liberated, finds its collective flow. It becomes a river, a continuous, moving stream of earthy shapes. On mobile conveyor belts snaking through the field, potatoes roll and tumble upward, shedding the last fragments of their terrestrial home. We follow them in close-up, rough skins, unique shapes, and natural imperfections bumping gently together. Workers stand sentinel, adjusting the flow, ensuring the river runs smooth. From a wide angle, it's a mesmerizing spectacle of organized abundance, a golden brown river flowing steadily from multiple points toward a singular destination. The journey from soil to synthesis begins. Loaded into the bellies of great trucks, the potatoes become pilgrims. We race alongside them on sun-drenched rural roads, the fields blurring past. From the driver's cabin, the road stretches like a ribbon toward a new horizon where industrial shapes begin to interrupt the pastoral skyline. The truck passes a sign for the factory, a threshold between two worlds. This is the transition, the last moment of the raw, natural product before it enters the gleaming, precise world of transformation. The destination rises from the landscape. The factory. It is a monument of glass, steel, and scale, its iconic logo a beacon. A drone circles it, revealing a hive of coordinated activity. Trucks arriving, solar panels gleaming, subtle steam whispering from chimneys. At ground level, a truck approaches the gate, guided by workers in safety vests. The camera passes through the entrance with it, the daylight outside yielding to the bright, artificial sun of industrial LED lights within. Inside, the very first act is one of scrutiny. Under the harsh, honest light of the factory floor, the potatoes embark on their first trial. They ride a fast-moving conveyor belt, a rushing river of potential. Lined alongside, workers with expert eyes perform a high-speed ballet of selection. Their gloved hands dart out, plucking a flawed potato with unerring accuracy and consigning it to a rejection bin. It's a relentless, silent quality check where only the most perfect specimens are allowed to continue the journey. The standard is set from the very start. The chosen potatoes are plunged into a roaring, watery rebirth. Giant steel drums spin like washing machines for the Earth's produce. Inside, a chaotic, tumbling vortex of water and potatoes scours away every last trace of field and soil. In slow motion, water droplets sparkle like diamonds as they're flung from a spinning skin. The potatoes emerge from the other side, glistening and clean, their true color revealed. They have been purified, stripped of their past, and made pristine for the next stage of their creation. Peeled and vulnerable, the potatoes surrender another layer of their identity. They enter roaring mechanical chambers where abrasive rollers spin with violent grace. In a spectacular flurry, their skins are torn away in tiny flying fragments, a blizzard of brown against the wet, yellow flesh now exposed. It's a violent yet necessary beauty. What exits the machine is no longer a rough tuber from the earth, but a smooth, uniform, golden cylinder of pure starch, ready to be sculpted. Perfection is not assumed. It is verified by beams of pure light. In a darkened section of the factory, the peeled potatoes pass under a grid of laser scanners. Red and green beams crisscross, painting the potatoes in an otherworldly glow. These are the unblinking digital eyes that see what human inspectors cannot. Hidden bruises, internal flaws. A defective potato is identified in a flash of red light and, with a gentle mechanical nudge, is diverted off the line. This is cold, precise justice, ensuring that only immaculate raw material proceeds. Now, the transformation takes its most dramatic physical form. The whole potatoes meet the sculptor, an array of ultra-sharp spinning blades. In an extreme close-up, we witness the moment of creation as a blade shears through the flesh, releasing a perfect paper-thin oval. It floats down in serene slow motion, a delicate wafer catching the light. Row upon row of potatoes are processed, generating a snowfall of identical slices. The bulky, earthy vegetable has been reimagined into a fragile, elegant form destined for crispness. The newborn slices are not yet ready for heat. First, they must be cleansed of their inherent cloudiness, the starch. They glide, not on a belt, but in a serene, crystal-clear channel of flowing water. It's a peaceful, almost meditative interlude. The slices drift like little golden rafts, swirling in gentle eddies as the milky starch washes away from them, leaving the water clear. This baptism prepares them, ensuring they will fry to a perfect translucent gold, not a dull, starchy brown. Before the fire, they must face the wind. The slices enter a long, humming tunnel where heat is a physical force. Powerful industrial fans oscillate, blasting the slices with torrents of hot, dry air. We see the moisture respond, tiny droplets visibly evaporating from the surfaces, the edges of the slices curling ever so slightly as they dry. The air shimmers with heat waves. This crucial step removes the last internal moisture, priming each slice to explode into crispness the moment it touches the oil. This is the crucible, the moment of alchemy. The dried slices slide off a conveyor and plunge into a long, serene bath of bubbling golden oil. The reaction is instantaneous and glorious. A furious sizzle erupts as each slice is embraced by the heat. We watch from below as they float, trapped in a storm of rising golden bubbles. Their pale color deepens rapidly into a perfect amber, their texture transforming from limp to rigid. They are no longer potato slices. They are chips, being born in a roiling, delicious inferno. Born crisp and golden, the chips now seek their identity. They tumble into large, rotating seasoning drums, a final, gentle dance. Inside, it's a flavorful snow globe. A fine cloud of seasoning powder, salt, cheese, barbecue, masala, fills the air, clinging to every nook and cranny of the chips' textured surfaces. They flip and tumble in a synchronized coating ballet, each emerging with a uniform, flavorful dusting. This is where a generic crisp becomes a Lay's chip, where simple crunch is married to signature taste. The seasoning hall is where the single product diversifies into a rainbow of choice. Multiple drums operate side by side, each a dedicated universe of flavor. In one, a golden cloud of classic salt drifts. In the next, a brick-red mist of barbecue settles. Further down, vibrant orange masala and sunny yellow cheese powders coat their respective chips. It's a symphony of color and aroma, a visual feast representing the variety of joy the brand offers, all born from the same humble, earthly origin. Before any chip can be packaged, it must pass the final, most important test. The human test. In a dedicated quality control zone, experts become connoisseurs. They lift chips to the light, inspecting the color and bubble structure. Then comes the sacred ritual, the crunch. In devastating slow motion, a chip is bitten. The sound is a sharp, clean crackle. The break is clean. Crumbs fall. A subtle nod of approval is given. This sensory checkpoint, where human judgment meets industrial output, is the ultimate seal of quality. The journey's end is a familiar temple, the supermarket aisle. Here, under soft fluorescent lights, the work of sun, soil, and machine finds its purpose. Bags are stacked with geometric precision, a vibrant wall of color-coded flavors. A shopper's hand reaches in, breaks the pattern, and selects a bag. Children point excitedly at their favorite varieties. This is the point of conversion, where the story on the shelf meets the desire in a customer's eye, completing the commercial cycle. The product fulfills its ultimate destiny not on a shelf, but in a moment of shared human joy. In a warm living room, a family gathers. Bags are torn open, hands dive in, and the iconic crunch fills the air, punctuating laughter. On the television, a global icon like Messi shares in that same simple pleasure, connecting the personal moment to a universal campaign. Crumbs scatter on couches, flavors are compared, and smiles are exchanged. This scene is the why. It's the happiness the entire intricate process was designed to create. Inside their humble dwelling, they relax and turn on the television. There they see the ad featuring Messi, and they see the family enjoying the chips. A weathered hand picks up a chip from a bag on their own table. They take a bite, and a quiet, deep smile spreads across their face. In this moment, the circle is complete. They see the end result of their labor, and they feel the profound pride of knowing their harvest, drawn from this very land, is now a source of simple, global happiness. The story begins and ends with them.